Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on wherever we are from. You're welcome to this class on Power BI. Welcome to this class on Power BI. Organized by Braum Concept Consult. My name is Abdul Hakim Mustafa. This is one of the free training that we organize from time to time. At Braum Concept, we hold a lot of trainings, both paid and unpaid training. We have paid training, we have free trainings. So, but today we are starting a new, fresh, and full class free for a complete month, which means that for the next 4 weeks, we are going to be very busy. We are going to be busy learning a new skill that has revolutionized the industry or the world. Years back, most of us we've not had anything about data analysis. And even as a doubt, I'm still in doubt that the certification are being offered in schools. I'm not sure that schools are awarding certifications, either MSc or HND or whatever, in data analysis. But in the real life, this skill has become something very important that is now like one of the things that must be on your CV, especially people who work with accounts, data, HR, engineers, and the rest. So people who work with financial informations, sales informations, production informations, and marketing informations now need to explain or visualize data to be able to communicate their findings. And one of the most commonly used tool for this is Power BI. Power BI is one of the most commonly used software for data analysis. I'm sure most of us must have learned one or two things regarding data analysis, perhaps using Excel, while most of us or some of us might have not done anything regarding this before. So from whichever way you are coming from, we are going to make the class simpler, easier to follow, and simpler for both the beginners and those who already have one or two knowledge about Power BI. So let's pay attention and as we go along with the class. Okay, Miriam Alabi, you have a question, right? Miriam Alabi, you have a question? You raise up your hand. Okay. Before we start the class, can one or two people introduce themselves and tell us why they are learning this Power BI today? Let's start from there. Remember, this class is going to be an interactive class. It's going to be an interactive class where I expect us to participate along. If possible, you can also launch your Power BI when it is time so that we can work side by side. So can somebody just introduce himself, or as you call him, Abdurazak Gavar? Can you unmute and introduce yourself in just a few lines, 2 minutes or 30 seconds?
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me, please?
Good morning, sir. Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, so my name is Abdurazak Gafar. I currently work with one of the accounting firm in Nigeria, and I'm an auditor as well as an assurance professional. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Why are you learning data or learning Power BI?
Okay, so I believe that as my works require, it is essential for me to analyze the information that is being provided by the clients in order for me to understand the trend of the information, and for me to also identify if there is any unusual item from the information provided. So to also guide and assist on my audit strategy. So thank you.
Great. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you very much. So Amarachi Akakim, let's hear from a lady too. Amarachi Akakim, can you unmute and talk to us? Madam Amarachi Akakim.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, madam.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't get your question.
I said, can you introduce yourself and tell us why you are joining this class, why you are learning Power BI?
Okay. My name is Amarachi Akakim. I work in the maritime and logistics industry and in the operations department. So we use Power BI for our daily reports.
Okay.
Yeah, we use it for our reports. So that's why I took interest in the course.
Okay, thank you very much. That is good. So we can see that even though this is not part of what we learn in school, but it has become something very useful and needed in almost every industry, from financial sector to maritime to HR to banking, insurance. Knowledge of data analysis has become very important now that we need to understand what our data are saying or what our figures mean. We have figures, we need to understand what is happening. In accounting, we are used to, sorry, I'm an accountant, so I'll be talking more from the accounting part of, from business part on most cases, because I know that most of us are actually from the report, from the registration we have. I can see that almost like 70% plus are from accounting profession. So in this class, so I'll be talking also from the accounting part of accounting view. Okay, so you can see that in the report we have in accounting has to do with, we have a straight report that we have to generate: trial balance, profit and loss, and balance sheet. That by default. So we know the account we need to generate, cash flow statement, and the rest. So these are the accounts we have. But when it comes to predicting, to predict the future of a company, to analyze the in-depth of, to scrutinize the data we have, this report does not show that. It doesn't give us trend. We cannot, from the report, from accounting, from P&L or finance statement, we cannot really say this is the trend of what is happening or what has been happening in the company. So the knowledge of data analysis now has now become one of the key tools that can enable us to look more in depth into any data provided to us, either financial data or non-financial data. Okay, so we are starting with introduction to Power BI. What is Power BI? So I think from the screen, we can see that the Power BI is a reporting solution. It's a reporting solution that offers data preparation, visualizations, distribution, and management through development tools and online platforms. So that is just a simple and comprehensive definition of Power BI. So in this class, we'll understand what Power BI is all about and the typical flow of data analytics, which is useful both in Power BI and also in others too, in other BI tools or data analysis tools. And we're going to learn and understand the core building blocks in Power BI and learn one or two things about the semantic models, visualizations, and dashboard. And finally, we explore how to organize and distribute content using the Power BI services. So from this definition, we can see that Power BI is a reporting solution, complete report, which you can use to create all sorts of reports. You can use it to create all sorts of reports. In fact, even the financial report that we used to create with Excel or with all other accounting software you can also use Power BI to generate those reports. You can still use Power BI to generate financial statement, at least income statement and balance sheet, which will be more interactive than the old fixed report that we used to have. The knowledge of Power BI can make you to create interactive income statement where people can ask questions and check, drill down or drill up to see what impact will a certain parameter has over the report. So when we talk about Power BI has three more components or three primary components. One, we have Power BI Desktop, which is what we have just installed. I think from the group, we have about 70 people who have installed the Power BI ahead of today's class. So perhaps there are other people who have installed, but perhaps maybe they are not informed. But at least we have, I think, about 70 people now who have we have about 70 people who have actually installed the Power BI desktop on their system. Please, a minute, please. sorry, I need to generate a meeting code for somebody who is asking from the group. Unfortunately, the meeting code is not coming up. So I'm unable to generate the meeting code for him. So maybe he has to continue trying with the link. Sorry about that person. Okay, so the Power BI desktop, as I was saying, is the one we've just installed, and that is where we're going to do almost everything we need to do in Power BI. What all the job we're going to do as a data analyst will come inside Power BI desktop. From importing data to modeling, visualizations, and reporting. All those things will come from Power BI desktop. So after you work in Power BI desktop, the next thing you do is to publish the report. If you are working in the company, you are working in the team. Now, for other member of the team to have access to the report you have created, so you will transfer that into Power BI service, which is the cloud Power BI. So that other people can view it either with their mobile or with their desktop. So, which means that Power BI service and Power BI mobile are basically to see what you've done in Power BI desktop. So when you publish to Power BI service, in Power BI service, you can now try to make sure that you restrict or give access to those who need to have access to that. So remember, to have the Power BI service, this is not free. Power BI service, Power BI desktop is free application, but Power BI service is not free. You must have a 365 account, and you can also use you have to use a corporate account, corporate um, domain name. Like you cannot use akim@gmail.com to register that. It can be Akim at BM Consult, Akim at Braum Concept, Akim at so. But it shouldn't be a public a public address like Gmail, like Hotmail, like Yahoo, like Zoho. All public email cannot be used to create Power BI service, so or to register for Power BI. So in short, the job for data analysis basically is carried out on Power BI desktop. Now, sharing with other people will apply in Power BI service, and the people can view it either from their system or by installing what? Power BI mobile. So those are the three things, three components of Power BI that is available. So next, let's look at the flows in Power BI. Please, let's note this area very well. Remember, I said that most of the jobs are done in Power BI desktop. If you look at this flow, in creating your report or dashboard, you're going to start by connecting your Power BI to data. That's the first step. We connect to data. This is done in Power BI desktop. We transform data using what? Power Query Editor in Power BI desktop. 3, we model our data with Power BI desktop. We create visuals and reports in Power BI desktop. So which means that 1 to 4 are what? Are done in Power BI desktop, which is what we are going to focus our attention to in this class. Now the 5 and 6, this is where you publish what you have done 1 to 4 into Power BI service if you have the access. If you are working in a group or in a team, the company will have, if company have a paid service, you can now share the report with other people so that they can also interact, ask questions, or use the report. So 5 and 6 are basically after you've completed your job from job 1 to 4. I hope that is clear. Now, we talk about connect. We talk about the flow. Now let's look at the building blocks of Power BI. Hello, are you? Please let's remain muted. If you have question, please use the chat box or the Q&A. Please, let's remain muted to ensure the sanity of the class. Thank you. So I want to talk about the building blocks of Power BI. In fact, all the processes we've talked about here, 1 to 4, are just two. One is the building the semantic model. The model, we are going to learn that when we start the data cleaning and the rest. So you can see that we have connecting to data, transform data, and modeling data. 1 to 3. Those are what? Semantic models. And the fourth one is to create visuals, visualizations, and reports. So we have now the process is going to be in two phases. 1, create a semantic model, and 2, use visuals to build a report. We are going to learn how to create visuals and how to build reports. So when we talk about semantic models, what do we mean by semantic models? This is whereby we connect to data, transform data, and create relationship and calculations using our data. Data you want to use for visuals, most of the data will come very raw to us. We're going to get our data in raw form in most cases. In fact, in 99% of time, we're going to collect our data raw. So this raw data now, how do you process the data for the job you want to do? That is what this part is all about. You connect the data, connect to data source, transforming of data, create relationship between data tables, and adding calculations and measures. All these one are the components of what? Semantic models. Then the other part of it is to create visuals. Now create visuals. This is what people will see as a report. What you have done, the semantic model is like foundation. You are doing what you are doing at the back. That is what they are going to use to create visuals. And these visuals will now become an interactive visuals, and the people can see, oh, he has done what do you call it? Dashboard. I can do visualization. I can do this and that. So whatever you are creating is after you've created, you've done proper cleaning, relationship where necessary, and do some basic calculations, which is called DAX in data analysis or in Power BI and Excel Power Query. We call it Power Pivot. We call it DAX, DAX, which is data analysis expression. The short form for data expression is called what? DAX. So those are the formulas we're going to create in the back end. Then, so this will look like a front end that people will see. Nobody will see your cleaning. Nobody will see the modeling. Nobody will see relationship. Nobody will see anything. What they're going to see is actually the report, which we call visuals. And when you add all the visuals together, we call them what? A dashboard. When you match all your visuals together, you have a pie chart, line chart, bar chart, column chart, and everything you've created, map chart, all those charts. When you bring them together in a single sheet, it becomes what? It becomes dashboard, which is just most times is a single page that explain most of the things you've done in a separate module. So, and this is what you publish into Power BI service. And in Power BI service, you can also do more by use some other online features to enhance your dashboard. But the main job are done in Power BI desktop. So if your company doesn't have access to Power BI service, don't bother yourself. The main job are done here on your desktop. So you don't need to go and pay for service on your own because you want to share your workspace or whatsoever. So that is that about visualizations and semantic models. Now, let's look at the collaboration for people whose company has, if your company has the Power BI service, every user that is given access will have access to my workspace. This is the basic workspace that will come with your service. Now you can create a share workspace when you are now sharing your content with other people. Let me quickly check if I can share that with us here, so you can just have idea of how that looks like. A minute, please. I think I should have Power BI here, service here. Okay.
We can't hear you again, oh.
Please, can you hear me now? Sorry, I was thrown out by error. I took a step that took me out.
Yes, loud and clear.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, so we can hear you now.
Hello.
Loud and clear.
Can somebody confirm if you can see my screen and you can hear my voice?
Yes, I can see. I can see your
one.
Yes.
Okay. So I wanted to share my workspace. That was when I logged out myself. So let me quickly open workspace. Workspace. Okay. When we start sharing whatever, we will see that later. Let's continue with the explanation for now. So after you've completed your job in the Power BI, just like we do when we are sharing the job when you are sharing your Google file, your Gmail files or whatever, Google Drive files or OneDrive files. So you can make sure that only people that need to have access are given access. So there, you configure the app settings, select the so in Google Workspace, there is what is called app. Assuming you've created 10 visuals, but you want 3, you want somebody to see only 3. So we call it to create a simple app, which is it's not free version, it's not free tools too. You have to pay. You pay for it for people to have access to that. So you have to pay for it to have access to this app, and the people can now use the opportunity to interact with your report. So those are what we do while you are sharing the work you've done. So I think that's just the basic introduction to Power BI, both desktop, mobile, and Power BI service. If you have any questions, can you ask a question before we move to the next class? Any question on what we've learned so far? Let's ask question now. This is a question and answer time. Before we move to the next module, which is how to get data into Power BI. Favor Bayado, sorry, brother, if I can call it very well. Your question, please.
Okay. Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. So my question is
your question. Favor, can you unmute and talk?
Can you hear me? Hello,
yes,
can
we can
you
hear
me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, so my question on the component.
Move back. Akibade, can you ask your question, please?
It's like he can't hear me.
Favor is still on
the line now.
Favor is still on the line.
Favor is still on.
Hello, can you hear me now, sir?
Okay, Kingsley, your question, please.
I don't think he can.
Okay, so
cannot hear us. Check
can you hear? Yes, I can hear you.
Your question.
Yes, please. Mine is just a soft request. Can you pull up the rundown of the? Yes, I am speaking. Can you hear me?
Okay, I think I can't hear any of you.
It appears he cannot hear us, so his network is probably
having an
issue.
Is it from my end?
Yes, it's from your end. We can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Okay, should we drop it?
From my hand. Okay, thank you. Let me check my device. Thank you.
I think it's from his end.
Hello, can you speak now?
Can you hear me?
I was hearing before now. Can you speak?
Can you hear me now?
Who is speaking?
Kingsley speaking. Can you hear me?
Kingsley.
Yes, can you hear me?
What's happening to my device?
He should log out and log in again.
What's happening now? Hello? I still cannot hear anything.
Try to unmute yourself.
It's like
Probably you
was very low. Very low for my hand here. This is something like, give me this. Let me change this device and see. Unfortunately, I don't know if this one will be able to speak louder, but let me use this one to get question and answer now. Sorry. Okay, can you speak now? Let me see if I can hear you.
Okay, Kingsley speaking. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear now very well. Thank you.
Okay.
Can you hear me clearly too?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, good. Okay,
yes.
Let me switch to this device then. Let's be using this device.
Okay.
Okay, your question, please.
Sorry, mine is not a question. Mine is a bit of a request. I don't know why these questions are ongoing. Can you pull up to the first page where that showed the introduction and the rundown of all the topics in that first module, please? So that while they're asking questions, I can just write it down.
Okay.
Thank you. So the questions can go on now. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And I think you have it in the group already. You have a similar link in the group. I sent the mode 1 and 2 yesterday in the group. Check the WhatsApp group. Somebody can point you. You have the slide in the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
So instead of writing it one by one, you can have access to it in the WhatsApp group. Yeah.
Okay. Let me check the slide then. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. I think other people can ask that question now. The people
okay. Can we hear Favor's question now? Can we hear Favor's question?
Yeah. Okay. Hear me now.
Yes, Madam Favor.
Yeah, my question
is.
Yes,
I can hear you now clearly now.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. My question is on the components of Power BI. You mentioned that there's Power BI service, desktop, and Power BI. So I want to ask, does one need to use these two side by side? Because in your explanation, you said the desktop does most of the work.
No.
So if I have access to the Power BI service, do I still need to have the Power BI desktop? Like the two has to be together. That's my question.
No, you don't need the Power BI service. I think I've explained. Power BI service is basically to share. If you are working in a group, you are working for a company, and the company you have team. You know, you cannot be carrying your computer up and down. You can't be showing them what you have done. Are you getting me? So, yes, you know, in the cloud world that we have now, like you are in the class now, I can share my screen with you. You can see my screen now. So that is the way you share your job in the workspace that other people can have, so that other people can have access to it. But you cannot just share it in the workspace with any tool than Power BI service. So if you are not working in a company that has the service, there's no way you can share it with anybody. So Power BI service is basically for sharing what you've done with your team member. Is that clear, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay. Mr. Festus, your question, sir. Mr. Festus, your question.
Hello, sir. Hello. This is Muibat.
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay, my question.
Yeah, I think you asked the question before too.
Yes, please. I just wanted to know this clarity that when you said if we are using a Power BI desktop, then for us to share information with others in the organization, that means they must have access, meaning that we will use Power BI service. Now, if provided my company currently is not using Power BI, but just for me to ensure that my work is faster and yes, my work is faster, I now decided that okay, I can use Power BI to analyze this data. Does that mean I cannot use it?
Yes. I think I can't hear you again. Is it my network or our network?
Hello, sir. Hello?
Okay, I can't hear you. Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, I said.
Hello, I can hear you now.
You can hear me
now.
Hello, sir. Please, can you hear me? Should I re-explain my question?
Yes, I think your bandwidth is there.
You said?
Explain your question.
Okay, sir. Okay. I said.
Go ahead and explain.
Okay. I said, provided my company currently is not using Power BI, but I see Power BI as a tool that can help me in analyzing my data. I now said, okay, let me use Power BI to do this work. But you said, before I can share the information, people that I want to share it with, they must have access to Power BI service if I've already done the visualization on Power BI desktop. Does that mean I cannot use it in so far that my company is not presently using the Power BI? Please, is my question clear? Do you understand my question, sir?
And if your company is not currently using Power BI,
yes,
I will try to explain. I will try to explain your question. If I get you right, you can.
Okay.
So, assuming your company does not have Power BI service, but you want to share your work with other people.
Yes.
It's going to be, there are two ways by which you can do that. One is that they install Power BI service, Power BI desktop on their system, and you send the PIBX to them. PIBX, like when you save your work in Excel, you can save work in Excel and copy and give somebody, right?
Oh.
So it means they can just open it on their phone also as a separate entity, not a collaboration through cloud. Are you getting it now? The other way is you can copy to PDF. In that case, PDF will not be interactive. They can only see. It's just to see. You can only see PDF.
They cannot
interact with it. But if they have knowledge of the Power BI, you can save your file, send it to them by Flash or by email or by Google Drive. Yeah, so that they can also view it and interact with it from their own end. That is, if they have knowledge of Power BI.
All right. All right. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I was explaining something. I was explaining something before that when you share your workspace, you can see that we have this. We have the workspace. I think my network is also very low. Please let me switch my network and see what's up here. It's like this thing is also low. Let me.
I told you to go and take your badge. You refused, so I turned it off.
My network now. I think this one is going to be better than the other one. Sorry for the mix-up. Okay, good. I was talking about when you share your job in the Power BI service. So you can see that we have it as a workspace. I don't have subscription to, but at least I just have this free access. Now, so that's the reason why I was not able to create more things. Now, and I was explaining something about apps within Power BI. You can see that inside this Power BI service, which is not really enabled, you can see we have apps here. This app, you can create a new one yourself, which means that by creating a new app, you can limit what access somebody can have. And there are also some like ready-made apps that you can also see, which you can also either buy. All these are not free. All these things are not free. So if you see anyone that you think might be good for your job or for sharing your document with people, you can actually go ahead and install them. So all these are not what? They are not free. So you must have service to be able. You must have this to be able to use the cloud service and get the app to create the app. So that is how those are what you can do inside the Power BI services. Okay, so I think in the absence of questions, let's move to the second module. Kingsley, do you still have questions? So, okay, so let's move to the second module of today's class. Esther, I have a question.
Yes, please. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, please, I wanted you to, I came a bit late. I wanted you to go back to the definition of the Power BI. I didn't get it right.
The Power BI, the definition of Power BI is a complete solution of reporting tools. It's a reporting tool that we use to create reports and create visualization, preparing data, and distribute the report among our team using an online platform. Is that clear?
Yes, it's clear.
For
Thank
reporting, we use for data collection, data preparation, data feed, distribution among our team using online platform. That's just the basic thing that Power BI does.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. So now let's move to the second one, which is we are starting a real work now. We are starting work now. So let's get started. Please remain muted, please. Everybody remain muted. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do, we've understood what Power BI is all about. Now, there's need for us to get, how do you get data into Power BI? You know, you want to do data analysis. It means you want to analyze data. So how do you bring data? In Excel, we can just type data in Excel. You open your Excel plain sheet and we type data in Excel. That is one of the way by which you get data into Excel too. Also, Power BI has a way of getting data into it. So I'm going to launch my Power BI now. You can also launch yours now at this time. You can launch the Power BI on your desktop if you are with us. And if you are practicing alongside, type yes in the chat box. If you are just watching the class, you are not going to use the Power BI, type no in the chat box. If you are using, okay, Mr. Is Power BI mobile the opposite of desktop? No. Power BI mobile is what you saw on your phone that you can use to view. If somebody shares something in Power BI service, you can view it on your mobile. You know, it's already in the cloud. Somebody has shared in the cloud. Since if you have access, you can also use your mobile to access Power BI. That's the meaning of Power BI. That's what Power BI mobile does. Is that clear, sir? Is that clear? Okay, I think we have a lot of people who are also launching there. Mr. Investors, please kindly respond if I've answered your question very well. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, so I've launched my Power BI now. A minute. Okay. Now, I hope you can see my Power BI, which is titled Untitled. We have Untitled Power BI desktop here. Okay, so let's go back to our slide. So we want to see how to get data into our Power BI service. So the objective of this is to understand how to extract data from various sources. That is basically what we want to do here. We want to see how to extract data from various sources. because you don't have, so although most of us, we are used to Excel. We are used to Excel. So, but Excel is not the only source. In fact, Excel is not the major, not even the main source of getting data or CSV or text. In most cases, in big organizations, your report is likely to come from all these kind of services. In most cases, you're going to be interacting with most of these. But because of for training purpose and what we can access at any point in time, we are going to explore more of something that we can lay our hands upon. So we learn how to connect data to Excel, how to connect to CSV, PDF, and additional database with SQL. Then I don't have access to NoSQL for now. We can try to connect to online service, or we can also connect to maybe cloud-based SQL too, and understand some storage mode in Power BI and how to resolve some issues that comes with Power BI, Power Query, or getting data into a Power BI or Power Query. So those are the things we're going to learn in this class. But everything we're going to do is actually going to take place in Power Query. Most of the cleaning will come from here. But in this class, we are not going to do cleaning now until when we get to the third module. The third module will start data cleaning. But for now, let's see how to connect our data into with Power BI. So I'm going to start with flat files. I'm going to start with what? Flat files. So flat files, Power BI can connect to over 100 data sources. Let me click on this, my plain sheet. Can you see new report here? If you have been using Power BI before, if you scroll down, you can see some of the job you've done before. You can see them down here, like recent jobs. And you can also use open file here to go and open your system to link any report that you have done in the past. So those are the ways to get back to the old job you've done. But to create a new report, you see this option here. Just click on report option here. This will give you access to what? To fresh new page. A new page like what we have in Excel, when we have new sheet in Excel. When you open a new workbook, it takes you to a page or sheet in Excel. The same way in Power BI, we call this a page. So this is the home page that I'm going to explain what this page is all about later. But now what we are talking about is the data source that we can connect to. Under the home tab, you see this data here. You have get data, Excel workbook, One Lake Data Hub, SQL Server, enter data, data ver, and others. Then under this get data, there is an arrow facing down here. I click on this arrow, you can see that we have all these that we can connect to, and we have more. Let me click on more, and let's see what we have here. After clicking on all, you can see different sources that we can connect to. These are different sources where Power BI can interact with and get data from. Can you try that in your own system? Open a fresh new report, click on get data. Then under that you see more. Click on more, and you're going to see the list of all services that Power BI can connect to collect and get data. If you have done that, type done in chat box. D-O-N-E, done in chat box. Type done in the chat box. Done. If you have done that, type the word done in the chat box. Okay, great. So those are the way by which you can connect with data. Now, I said the first we're going to do is how to connect with flat files. To connect with what? Flat files. When you talk about flat files, we are talking about our CSV and Excel files, text files, and Excel also is also like a flat file too. So Excel is just like a flat file too. So we're going to connect with them together and see how they work. So you can click on Excel workbook here to connect to the workbook. Remember, I sent 3 workbooks to our WhatsApp group, 1 PDF, 1 Excel, and 1 CSV. CSV file is more or less like text file. We have, let me quickly open my desktop. Let me go to my desktop.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Did you say we should click on blank report?
Yes. New report. New report.
Okay, what I have is blank report.
Okay, let me check back again. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, the same thing I saw.
Can you see my screen?
That was what
when you go to home, can you see? When you go to home, can you see my screen?
I can see your screen, sir.
When you launch your Power BI, it takes you to this page first. Is that so?
Yes.
Is that what you have when you launch your Power BI? It should take you to this page.
No, I cannot see the report. I don't have where we have the report, or I don't have where you see new.
Okay, can you screenshot your this thing and send to WhatsApp group? Let me see.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Screenshot what you have. Let's see. Perhaps maybe there is something different in what you did. Let's see. Okay, good. So
Click on the
somebody
blank
is
report is something. Click on blank report.
okay, it's same thing, right? It tells you to click on blank report. If maybe somebody has the same similar thing there. Click on blank report, madam. Thank you.
Similar. Once you
sir.
click on that blank report, it will take you to this page.
Okay, thank you very much for that clarification. So these are the 3 data that I sent to WhatsApp group. How do you know the type of data you have? When I place my cursor on this, it's showing me, you can see dirty product category underscore sale. Type. You see type there, Microsoft Excel, comma, separated value. That is CSV. That is one way by which you can identify what kind of data you have. The data you have is what? Is comma separated value. That is called CSV. Also, you can also know the type by right-clicking here and click on properties. When you click on property, you can see the type of file. Microsoft Excel what? Comma separated file called CSV. That is .csv. So that is the type of this file. Because you can think that this is Excel. No, this is not Excel file. If you are looking for Excel file in your Power BI and you have this, you will not be able to do anything. It will not connect properly to this because this is not Excel file. It's what? CSV file. So you can convert this to Excel if you like, and you can convert Excel to CSV. Both can be converted to each other. So this one is an Excel file. I think we have Microsoft Excel sheet. That is the type of this one. So let's click on this and click on properties too. You can see this type is XLS, short XLSX. That's an Excel extension. So when you see this XLS, it's an Excel what? Excel file. It's an Excel file. That's how to know the type of file you have your data in. So you must know your data before you go to Power BI. You must understand what kind of data you have. This is PDF. I think we all know this. These are the only one that can be confusing in a while. These two, you have to go and check them before you conclude. That is what you have. So I'm going to start with Excel file. Select the new file here. Click on Get Data and select Excel Workbook. Let's open this file first. Let me open this file. I'm opening this Adidas US sales data set. This is the workbook. Okay. Okay.
I think I'm lost.
Don't lose yourself, please, for now. You've not done anything.
I'm lost.
So this is not the beginning, so you can't be lost at the beginning. And we'll find you whatever you have. Just keep calm.
Please find me, oh, please.
Yeah, don't worry. I said these are what you can. Do you understand the difference between CSV and XLS? Right? I explained the difference between CSV and XLS. Did you understand that?
No, I didn't understand that. I'm still trying to find my new report.
You've not seen your new report. I just want don't worry about that.
I clicked on blank report. It didn't take me there.
Okay. And whatever you get, send it to the WhatsApp group. Let's see. So that if there's any help, if there's any help anybody can do from that end, maybe they can respond to you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Let me check it. Okay. You click on blank report. What did you get? Yeah, I think you should have it now. Click on blank report and you should have it. Or you click on because I can see that you created some reports down here now. So, click on blank report. Instead, whatever you see, send it to us. Let's see what you have. When you click on blank report,
sir.
What did you get?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Let's see what you get. Okay. Okay, somebody also drop an audio for you. You can listen to that audio too. So, but you can leave that for now, madam. Please leave that for now. Focus on this learning. When we get back to the workbook, you will be trying it again. So when we are explaining, please let's listen together. Are you getting me?
Okay.
Yeah. So I was explaining. I said before you bring data to Excel to Power BI, you must understand the kind of data you want to bring into the system, right? And I said that now let's quickly open the one we have. I sent this Adidas US into WhatsApp group. So let's open it and first see what we have here. So you can see what we have here. We have this as the header. We have all this. So you can see what we have in this place. So this is Excel workbook. Now let's go and open it in Power BI and see what we have.
Hello, Mr. Akim. Please, I have a question.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. My name is Abdurazak. Yeah. So my question is that when I open the Excel document to ask us to upload, so I realized that document is in table format. So, and I want to ask that, is it a must that before we upload any data into our Power BI, maybe in form of Excel, such data must be in a table format? That's my question. Thank you.
No, it is not a must. It is not. This is just the way the data comes from where this is an online data, and that's the way it comes from where I downloaded it. Exactly. It's not a must.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, thank you.
The data must be table. It can just be ordinary range. Okay, good. So I'm clicking on the get data now. Since my data is in Excel, I will click on what? Excel workbook. So then let's go to desktop and select this. This you can see that on my desktop now, the other one is not showing. That's CSV. That's why I said that when you select Excel, only Excel will show. So when you select CSV, only CSV will show. So which means that they are not the same. So I'm clicking on this now. I will click open. I will select this. I click open. Now we are connecting to Power. We are connecting to Excel file. Can we try that, everyone? Click on Get Data. Locate where your data is. Click on Get Data. Click on Excel workbook. Then locate where your data is inside your downloads or desktop or document. Select it and click Open. That can be any file. If you don't have Adidas, you can open any Excel on your own personal work, on your personal desktop there. Madam Monica, are you okay now?
Yes, I'm okay now. Thank you.
So you can now go to Get Data, select Excel workbook, then go and click on the workbook that you downloaded, or any Excel workbook, or any Excel workbook you want to view. That is how to connect your data into Power BI. So after doing that, once you get data, it will bring out this navigator page. You get this navigator page. This is where you can, if you have 10 tables in this workbook, all the tables will be listed out here. You see all the tables here. But in this case now, we just link to one. I will just check this table. Let's see what you have. It will preview your data. And you see data we have here. When you check it, it will preview data. And we also have this one. This is like a range. Mr. Brazak, you asked a question earlier. The same data is showing itself as a table format and as a range format. And you see, this one has the header and everything you have here, but this one has really identified the table itself. This is coming from it's starting from the header, but this one is starting from the top and bringing out of 30. We have 30 rows at the beginning here. So that's the reason when you have a table, Power BI quickly identify where data starts from. But in this case now, with the range, Power BI does not understand where it comes from. So you have to clean, do some cleaning in this case to be able to get this retail ID to the top instead of column 1, column 2, column 3. This has to be, the column name should be retailer ID, invoice date, region. Are you getting me? That is what we do under cleaning. So for now, I will just select. Let's leave this for now. We'll come and clean it later. So I will click on this and click on transform data. Okay. No, let me use this and let me use this and just click on load. Let's load to okay. Let's load to Power BI straight for now. I'll just load to Power BI straight. Click on the table and click load. It will take you to Power BI. So that is how to get data into Power BI. Any question on that? If you are done with that,
yes, sir.
Please type done. If you are done with that,
sir, there is
question. Please call me again on this last one you just explained. It's not
sir,
clear.
please, there is question.
Okay.
Please, can you repeat what you just did?
Okay, that's your question, right? Okay. Who else again? Any other question?
Yes, sir, there is.
I have a question.
Now, when you click, when you wanted to click load, there are 3 items there. One is load, one is transform, and there's the other one. Do they have different functions?
Yes, I will explain them later when we get there. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Where did you see load, transform? What did you see load and transform?
I will go through it again for you to see. Don't worry.
Okay.
Another question again.
Yes, my own is gray out. It's only the cancel that I can click on. I cannot click on the load. I cannot click on transform data.
Because you've not clicked inside that box. You have not selected your data. That's the reason why. Okay, look at my screen, everybody. Everybody, look at my screen now. Look at my screen again. I'm clicking on what? Get data. And I select what? Excel work. You can write it down, the step by step. Get data, Excel workbook. Then I find where my data is. Data is here in under desktop. And I select this file. Click open. It will open a navigator page. You take us to a navigator page. This is navigator. You see this one? This is where all the tables in the workbook will show here. All the tables. If you have 100 tables, all the tables will show here. So that you can preview them one by one. But when you are previewing, please can somebody mute here? There's somebody cracking down there.
Please, so mute, everybody mute.
Okay, I've muted them. Now, you can see that when I click on this transform data is not active. Somebody asked that question. But when I check this box, it's active now. I have two options. I can load it to Power BI straight, or I can choose to transform the data. This is data cleaning. When I want to transform data, it means I want to do cleaning. I want to clean data. That is when you use transform option here. So if you want to use this, so you can check all your tables one by one. If you have 100 tables, you can check them one by one and then select the one you want to analyze. If it is 2, 3, but you have to bring them one by one. Are you getting me? So you have option here, either to load or transform. The one I did earlier is just load. I just loaded it into Power BI straight. You can also do the same thing. When you are done, type yes in the chat box. Yes in the chat box. If you are done, type yes in the chat box. Okay. Mr. Abashadeyemo, Mr. Peacefully, thank you. Those are people who are done already. If you are also done, type yes, okay, in the chat box. Yes, yes, yes. Let's keep going. Madam Moshood. Madam Moshood, Rukaya. Your question, please. Your question?
Please, I have a question.
Your question, please, quickly.
Okay, what did you say we should do before we type done in the chat box?
I said when you check this box, click on load. Click on load. Once you loaded it, then you type done in that box.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you.
So you will see table 1 here in your Power BI, and you can now see table 1 here, table 1 on my extreme right here. You can see table 1 here. You see my own, and this is my own.
Hello, sir.
1. Yes, Madam Victoria.
Okay, sir. Sorry. At what point are we to use load and data transform? And which one is supposed to come first?
Don't worry, just load for now.
Okay, sir.
When there is need to clean, I will show you how to clean. But just load it again. What we are doing now is how to load it, how to get it into Power BI. Are you getting me? So let's do it step by step. That's how to load our data into Power BI. Okay, now we are going to use the same method again. I want to connect another data now. This time around, we are going to connect a CSV file. CSV file. What we are going to connect now. So I'm going to click on get data again and select, you see, text or CSV. Can you see this option?
Mr. Okay,
please hold on, please. Hold on, please. Let's when it's time for a question, I will ask you to raise up. You can just raise up your hand so that we'll see it when I'm done. So we click on get data. We want to upload another data now. If you miss the first step, look at it again. The same thing we are going to repeat here again. We are repeating the same step we did, but we are going to use CSV now. I will click on get data. Now my data now is what? CSV. I will click on this box. I will locate where my data is. So in this case, my data is in desktop. This is my data. dirty product of category sales. I will click on this. I click open. I click on this and I click open. Now it will open the navigator page, but because I've already opened something before, so you can see what we have here. We have what? The data here. You can see the header. This data is not in table format, and we have some things at the top. Assuming we don't have something here, Power BI can use its own initiative to know that these are what? These are header. But in this case now, Power BI is confused. It doesn't know the header. The ID category should be off, but you can see the data here. This is what we have in that CSV file. So when you have a data like this, you can see that this data is not proper. Am I correct? Am I communicating? This data as it is not proper. This one should be off, right? In that case, what you do is you first go and transform your data. You click on transform, then it will not take you to Power BI. Instead, it will take you to Power Query Editor. Can you try that, everyone? Click on Get Data, select Text / CSV, locate that file, locate the file called dirty product of category, which is CSV file. Then click on Transform. It will open Power Query Editor. Because we click on Transform, it will not load to Power BI. Instead, it will load to what? Power Query Editor. Now you have two things here. You don't have two things. On type Power BI, on type Power Query. If you get that, type clear in the chat box. Clear. If that is clear to you, clear in the chat box. Okay, somebody wants to ask a question before. Mana Alima, are you the one? Your question. Alima Ayani, your question, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for the platform. So my question was that initially I wanted to ask that what happened to the one we loaded, but you already explained that. So my question now, as at now that we did this, are we using transform because it's not in a table? It's not in a table format.
Because as it is, the reason is that as it is, we cannot work with it like this. These are the header. Look at my screen. These are supposed to be the header, not column 1, column 2, column 3. Right? Am I correct? The header should be ID category, but we don't have it in normal place. So when there is reason for you to work within your data, to still do one or two work on your data, we use transform option. And that will take you to Power Query Editor, which we are going to learn later.
Okay. So this, okay, yes, clear, sir. So it's more like we want to clean it to be appropriate.
Yes,
that's it, sir.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You don't have data you send on WhatsApp. Please check again. It's there on WhatsApp. Everybody has downloaded it. You can ask in WhatsApp group. People can give it to you, Madam Esther. Okay, good. So for now, we are not cleaning now.
Question.
Monica.
What happened to the data that was there before, the Adidas data?
Don't worry. We are just connecting data. We are not doing anything now. We are just connecting.
Okay.
Just connecting. And just keep connecting.
Hello, worry. Sir. Please.
Now, Madam
Hello,
okay, your question, please.
Yes, sir. Please. I just got into the stage of like I've opened the file as CXV. So I have this dialog. So I don't know how did you get to that?
Okay. Click on transform.
Oh, click on transform. Okay.
There's a small box in front of it. Then click on transform. It will take you to Power Query Editor.
Yep. Yes, I've gotten to there, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now we are not going to do any cleaning now, but I will just load it again to Power BI again. What we are doing now is just to load. So at the top left, there you see close and apply. Can you see it? Just click on this arrow down here. You can see close and apply. No worry. Don't worry about cleaning for now. You are just seeing how to load with the Power BI. So I'm clicking and load. Bam. Now we have two tables in our Power BI. Good, 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 good. I think we are being fine.
Please, why are we choosing close and apply?
And which one are we
the reason?
Well, the reason for choosing close and apply is that we assume we have done cleaning. We now tell Power BI to close that Power Query and apply all the settings we have done, all the cleaning we have done. Load it to Power BI. Now, Power Query has closed. The data is now what? It's now in Power BI. You can see the first time we go straight to Power BI. Second time we come through Power Query to get the Power BI. Is that clear? Okay. Okay, the third option. Let's now connect to PDF file. Okay, done. Now let's now try and do PDF. Everyone, before you do PDF, let's open the file. The file is plenty. The file is plenty file. The plenty file. This is it. Level reports. This is PDF for financial report. We have 305 pages there. 305 pages. And let's say we need the page for financial position or income statement. Let's find the page here so that we do not waste time when we are working with the PDF. Let's open it. If you have opened it, you can tell us the page number. If you have opened your own, I've not opened my own before, so corporate performance. Okay. This is not the income statement page. Income statement page.
It's 305 pages.
No, the page where we have the income statement.
Okay.
Which page? What is the page where we have the income statement? Sir. Income statement. If you get it before me, tell us the page where we have the income statement. One what?
Page 141.
141. Okay. 141. Okay. Now this is income statement on page 141, right? Now that's what we need for now. Let's go to Power BI. Now let's connect our PDF. Don't wait for me. You can do that yourself now. Get data. Oh, no Power BI here. Click on more. When you click on more, you see Power BI PDF. Click on PDF file. Then go and connect that data. Connect data. Connect the data and select report. So Power BI will read that PDF for you now. Let's see what happens while we are reading the file. Everybody, let's connect now. Let's connect to PDF now. Time to connect to PDF file. Connect the PDF file. So then, if system connect before my own, just go to page 141. Go and select. You can be checking all those pages. There are you see there are a lot of tables. I know financial statements of a big company will have so many tables there. That's why I don't want us to waste time. So we already know our data before we go to Power BI. So go to page 141. Go and select your income statement. You can also select okay, nice. You can do one at a time, sir. So let's do that. If you are there before me, go ahead and connect your income statement. We also
It's
do
still
manual statement.
connecting, though.
And mine too is still connected. You know, it's an every file, about 300 pages. Power BI will read them. It will read all the pages one by one. And you know, it's going to extract so many tables from that account. The account will have so many tables, I'm sure.
You said we should go to the income statement to do what?
Yes. We want to extract it. We want to extract that data into a Power BI or Power Query.
Sir, I am lost, so I won't lie
It's
to
2
you. I
pages.
am lost.
But it's still connecting, though.
Sir, please, what number is the income statement?
141. It's 2 pages. Oh.
141. Okay,
It's
I can see
still
another one in
connecting, though.
139.
141.
138 rather.
141.
141.
Sir Kim, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Please, I am lost. I had a
You can't
network
be
lag.
lost. I told you, you can't be lost. We'll get you anywhere you are.
With
What's the
respect to
question?
the PDF, with respect to the PDF, I didn't start the
Okay.
process. I had a network lag. So
Click on get. It's the same method. Click on get data.
Get data. Okay.
Click on more. You see more down there. Click on more.
Okay.
So you will see PDF now.
Okay. Get data.
Click PDF. Yeah.
Oh.
Get data more. You see PDF. So when you click on PDF.
PDF, yes. Connect.
Click on connect. Yes.
Connect, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's all.
Mr. Akim.
Yeah.
The financial statement told us to connect to. Is it the table or the wordings? Is it the one that has the table?
The table is
because the table
better.
is not in 141. The table started from, I can see like consolidated income statement. Is that what you asked us to check for?
I think that is the one. Yeah.
That's 138. We have a table on 138. There's another table on 139. Yes,
and
before we now get to balance sheets.
For now, anyone you like, connect to it for now. What we are demonstrating now is how to connect to PDF files. So you can see that if you have many PDFs, you have many tables, you can only select the one you want and connect to Power Query. If you need like 10 pages there, you click the first one, you connect it. Second one, you connect it. Third one, you connect it. So instead of you to have all the tables in your Power BI, you only select the one you have and connect to Power BI. That is what we are learning for now. We are not using any of the data. We are only connecting them. We are learning how to connect data for now. Is that clear?
Okay, sir.
That's only what we are doing. We are only connecting, and connection.
Are we loading, sir?
Yes, you can load or transform. Transform first. Click on transform. Click on transform and wait for me. My system is slow. I don't know why.
Okay.
Click on transform. When you're in Power Query, stay there. Don't leave. Don't load.
Mine is still loading.
My own is still loading too. It means my system and your system are slow. Two of us. That is very slow here. Okay. Now watching. Let's wait a minute. Sorry about that. Okay, while that is waiting, let's see if we can learn something from the slide we have before. Let's see if we can see something from the slide. I think where is the slide? Okay, we talked about files. Okay, we are still on files, right? Okay, these are the steps we do that. You can get our files. These are common files we have. You can get from local computer. You can get it from your drive. You can get it from all this. So home tab, get data, select text or CSV or Excel. You have the navigator page. You preview your data and you load or transform. These are the steps we use. So for those of us, if you are lost, you can just go through these steps. You'll find yourself without even finding you. Okay, that's good. Let me wait. Let me see if my okay. Now you can see that we have a lot of tables here. A lot of tables here. So we said we are starting from one. Somebody says 138. Let's check what we have here. I will check one by one. If you don't know your data, you have to be checking them one by one. But now we already know our data. Let's check this and see what we have here. This is now. I don't need this. For 136, sorry, 138. Let me check 3, 1, 3. 1. This, I don't have anything. This one, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. So you have to check your table one by one if you don't know where you are going. But I think somebody says 141. Let's go back to 141.
141, 141.
Okay, you can see we have this is 1 now. This is our table, right? This is a table. And see this 319, 131. So this is a table. Now we want to load this table or want to transform it. I will click on this small box. I will click on transform. But I need more. I need another table again into the Power Query. I need another table. I have one table here now inside my Power Query now, which is what? Table 320, page 141. Right? Now, I want to add another one while I'm still inside Power Query. Hello? Please, are you listening to me?
Yes, we can hear you.
We are currently inside Power Query Editor.
Yes, we can hear you.
We want to add another data without going to Power BI. Are you getting me? Here, you can see something here. Beside the load and close and apply, you see new source. New source. We are going to use this option now called what? New source. So with new source, you now go back again, go back to your PDF and load the same data again. Or another data that you want to, any other data you want to connect to. Go back again and load data again. That is, we are using what? New source now. We are getting data.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Mr.
Okay.
Kim.
Okay.
Can you go back? Thank you.
Have you selected the first one? 141.
Yes, I have. I
And
selected
you are
141.
in Power Query, right? Are you in Power Query?
Okay.
How do we go into Power Query?
You click on transform.
Is it by loading?
Transform.
No. You click on transform. Yeah.
Transform. Okay, thank you.
Click on transform. When you click on transform, it takes you to Power Query. So now, when you are inside Power Query, and there is need for you to still connect to more data, we don't have get data under Power Query. What we have here is what? New source. Beside the close and apply button, you see new source there. Click on new source and go and locate your file as PDF again and connect that file.
Mr. Kim, I'm sorry,
Yes.
I am lost.
Okay.
I clicked on table 320, page 141.
Are they
Sir?
right? Nice.
Yes,
Are you the one lost?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. We'll find you.
Okay.
When you click on the table 320 and 141, did you load or transform?
The load and the transform is like it's not giving me an access to the only thing that I can click there is cancel.
There is a box in front of that table 320. Check that small box.
Okay. Oh, yes, I have.
Then
Okay.
Transform now. You can transform.
Okay, I can transform now. Okay.
Mr. Kim, is it not is it not possible for us while we are in a connecting to PDF? Can't we select as many table as we want to save time?
So
we must do it one after the other.
Yes.
Okay.
Cannot connect
Thank you.
many at the same time. So I want to connect another one now, and I will stop there.
Oh,
so
okay, Mr. Kim. From there, you said we should close and apply. So now I'm in that. Okay.
Beside that close and apply, you will see new source. Can you see new source beside it?
Yes, I have.
So inside, when you are inside Power Query and you need to get another data, there's no get data. We don't have get data in Power Query. What we have here is what? New source. Click on that new source. You can now, it will take you back to where you can get the data again. So from that new source again, you can get any data you want to get, you can get it from that new source. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Can see Power Query, that is very easy, very simple Power BI. Power BI is very simple, very, very simple. Page 141, right? So let's go to 141 again. What is it again? Okay, I think this is a continuation of that table, right? The continuation of that table. Let me click on OK again. Okay, now you take us to Power Query again. Now, so you can see how to get data
Sir,
from.
please don't say something. It's like when I was trying to click it again, it wasn't showing. It was just showing.
If you have connected the second one, hold on, please. If you are collecting the second one, please type ready in the chat box. Ready. I want to see those who are ready. Type ready in the chat box. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, can we click any? Can we use any page? Can we use any page or just?
Please any page, just any page. Click on any page for now. We are not working with it. We are just connecting. So when I leave on your question.
I was saying that when I was trying to connect to the second, it was not bringing page and table. You just brought page.
Page. And check what you have there. Just check any of the page. If the page is okay, then you load it. That's no problem for now.
Okay, it's no problem.
Okay, Miss, you notice that is now the page is I'm not having 141 as if the pages are doubled.
No, they are not the same thing. There are two. There are two tables on that page. Table 320.
Okay.
Table 321 on that single page. Some pages have like four tables. Some have like one table. Some have like 10 tables on the single page. No, a page you can have so many things on a page. So Power BI will treat them one by one. Let's open the page and see what they have there. Where is the page there? I don't know where the page is. They go. Where is it again?
A statement of comprehensive income.
Yes, I open it. I can't remember. I don't know where I open it again. Okay, this. I've seen it. You can see this is page 141. You have this. Can you see it? Power BI is very smart. Can you see the other one down here? Comprehensive income. That's why we have two tables on that page. We have statement of income statement, and we have comprehensive income down here. So these are two pages we have on that page. So if you still want to connect your change in equity, you have it on page 142. You have show now which one called again. Balance sheet.
I have a question.
On 143. Yes, right.
Okay,
So
now I only know that PDF documents are very protected, and yet it have tables. The essence of the Power BI is to extract those tables or those data from the document, is
exactly.
it?
Exactly.
Okay.
We want to extract data for our own analysis. Somebody gave you a statement like this, and you want to analyze it. You cannot be typing it one by one again.
Okay.
You can just extract it with Power BI. Power BI will help you to extract it. Power Query editor. Okay, great. So I think a lot of people are ready now. Now, the one you don't have access to this. If you don't have access to this, don't worry yourself. It's just for learning purpose now. If you have SQL Server installed on your system, you can follow this one I want to do. If you don't have SQL Server, just follow. Just be watching what we are doing. And in future, if there is need for you to do that, you can do that. Okay, let me just close and apply for now. Let's close and apply this one for now so that we take this out of our page. We are back to Power BI. Loading the two tables now. Yes, you have the videos. You have the video.
Okay, you said we'll be getting the recorded videos, eh?
Yes, we'll get it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Get today's video for free.
So what exactly are you doing now? Do we load and apply?
Yes, close and apply. So that I want us to close that Power Query. Just close and apply to Power Query. Let's start load to Power BI. Then we want to go and do something else again. Let's do another thing.
Please, I have a question.
Who is asking questions? Your name, please.
My name is Favor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I need to get the part where we load and apply on Power Query.
You see that the top left. Look at the top left. Is it close and apply there? At the top left.
Okay.
Top left.
Okay, I've seen it. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, if you have SQL on your system, you can click and load your SQL now. Type SSMS. If you don't have it, no matter. SSMS. Please look at my screen now, everybody. Look at my screen at this point. Stop what you are doing so that you can get what I'm doing here. Okay, before I get here, before this one load finish, let me go back to the slide and explain one or two things there. Okay, to connect, we want to talk about connecting to databases. In the real life, data are not data are not saved in Excel. In the real life, you get data in your databases on your server. This is not SQL class.
I don't understand though, Oga.
Don't worry about that. Just listen for now. We've talked about how to get data from CSV and Excel and PDF, right? Now, we want to see how to get data from another source. That is, one of the source is SQL Server. Nowadays, companies don't, when you are, for example, if your company is using, you are using Sage 200 or Sage 300, data will not be stored. You cannot store data in the software. You must have a database where all the information about your company will be. All HR information, account information, sales information, inventory, store. You have everything will be inside your database. For example, when we surf the internet, you go to Facebook. You know that everything we do on Facebook has the record of everything. All the click you do are stored in their database, in their server. Are you getting me? So they have a server. Both big companies have a server. Inside that server, that's where they keep their databases. Different database will be inside the server. Is that clear? One of those servers is called Microsoft SQL Server. If you come to Power BI here, click on Get Data and click on More. Don't do anything now. Look at my screen for now. I will click on, you can see database. You can see different database that we have. SQL, Access database, that is Microsoft Access, SQL Server Analysis, Oracle database, IBM, MySQL, Postgres. So you can see hundreds of databases. These are different databases that you can connect to, including MongoDB and the rest. You can see them here. All these are what? They are databases that we have. So I want to explain one of these, which is called SQL Server to us in this class. Is that clear now? The person who said it's lost. You get why we are going SQL now? Why we are doing SQL? I want to explain to you how to get data from what? From server. I want to use SQL Server as a sample in this class. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now, when I open my SQL, before I log in, it will show me something here. Have something here? This is server name. Is there a server name? Can you mute? Let me mute. It's showing me what is called server name. This server name, I'm going to copy it. You are going to need it when we go to Power BI. I will copy the server name, Control C. This server name, I copy this server name. Then I will connect my Power BI, my Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. So inside this, if you don't,
Sir, please, how did you get?
Don't worry about it.
How did you get this server name?
You can see, I saw it you can see that it's on the screen there. I copied it already. And this is it again. You can see Akim/SQL Express 01. That is the server name. So if you have SQL, that is the server name. By the time you are logging in, it will bring out your server name. You can see it there while logging in. Right? So if I connect to Object Explorer, can you see it again? Can you see my server name? Server type, server name. So I copy this. And I look at this, my identification.
So maybe you start from the beginning again for this SQL.
Exactly.
Yes. I also support the motion, please.
Please, sir, start all of.
And when you have SQL, once you open, it will take you to this page. This is what you are going to get. There is no need to go back anywhere. Once you open your SQL server, this is the first page it will take you to. Are you getting me? When you get to this page, you need two things. You need to copy your server name. Right? This is the first thing I need. I need my server name.
Where are we copying it from?
This is it now. Can you see it? This is what I'm highlighting now. Have you seen my screen at all?
It's blurry.
Mr. Akim.
Yeah.
Mr. Akim. Does that mean one has to create an account on SQL Server before you can get to this place? Or how do we get SQL Server accounts?
That is not part of this class. How to install SQL is not part of this class.
Okay. It is after one has gotten it that one can get to this level. Fine.
Yeah, I said if you don't have SQL, just watch what we are doing.
Okay.
Yeah. If you don't have SQL, just watch. But if you have SQL, you can follow along. It's a different tool entirely. But I want to show you step by step on how to connect. In case you find yourself, in case you get a job, somebody asks you, can you connect to database? You won't look so stupid that what is SQL? Are you getting me? That is the essence of understanding how to connect to this data. Because in real life,
we appreciate that, but we want you to start just like you did the last time. You just start again, please.
Okay, I will start. No worry.
Please.
No problem. Don't worry. I just come to this place and I type SSMS. People who have it will know. That is SQL Server Management Studio. That is SSMS. I open it.
Okay.
It takes me, it will open the workbook now. It will open the software now. Can you see it opening now?
Okay.
Okay. So when you get to this page, can you see the page now? Clear. You can see the first thing we have there, we have server type. We have server name. And we have authentication. I use window authentication because I don't want to use password. If you use password, your password will show here. It will ask for a password. But in my case, I just use application only. So that is not part of this class that I want to explain. But what I need now is what? Is my server name. Because Power BI will ask for this name. Power BI will ask for this name. That is the reason why I'm asking for the, I'm copying this name now. So I'll just click on connect. I'll click on connect now. Now we are inside the Microsoft SQL Server Miner Studio. Inside this server, we have database here. You can have plenty database inside your server. I have BMC, I have hotel booking, I have pizza sale, I have Sage Common. This Sage is for Sage 200. If your company is using Sage 200, you cannot get your data directly. You have to connect to be able to extract data from the Sage database, which is the SQL server. Are you getting me? I have this one when I install Sage 200. Sage 200, Sage 300 will require you to have SQL server before you can finish your installation. Not like the other Sage that you can see your data instantly. It will save your data in there because they come with large data. If I open this, you can see the number of tables we have here. You can see the number of tables we have. Let me see. So if your company is running on that, you're going to have all sorts of rich tables there. So, but for now, we are focusing on the. Let's look at pizza sales. This is one of my database. I have pizza sales here. So, and we have
Mr.
tables.
King.
Yes.
Mr. Kim, sorry, don't be angry. I actually have my SQL workbench. So I want to know, is it different from this one, the server?
SQL server is from Microsoft. There are a lot of SQL there. We have PostgreSQL, we have MySQL. They are different.
Yes, mine is my SQL. It's different from what you have, right?
Yes, it's different.
Okay.
That's MySQL. But you can connect them the same way. Once you log in and you see you understand your login, you just go back to you follow the same steps. The difference between MySQL and MySQL server is like the difference between Honda and Toyota. They do the same job, but they have different components that make them to look different. But at the end of the day, if you can drive Toyota, you can drive Honda. Are you getting me?
Thank you.
Yes. Just different between them. Yeah, just different between them. Or between Close Up and McLean. They are from different companies, but they have the same purpose. Okay, so under this pizza sales there, you can see we have a lot of tables there. I click on that table. On that table, we can see this is my database, DBO pizza sales data. Under this data, I have plenty columns. You can see all the columns I have here. These are the columns I have here. Please don't worry yourself. Oh, I want to do something now. I come to this table. I said, select top 1,000 rows. I want to see what we have in that table. No, we can't see the table physically, like Excel. But I want to see all the tables. Okay, these are the tables I have. Pizza ID, order ID, pizza name, quantity, order date, order time. Are you seeing data here? Pizza price, pizza size, category. That is the pizza I have here. Okay, that is that. Let's go to the slide. I want to explain two things there under the slide. Then I will now come to practical. Okay, what you want to connect? Okay, let's quickly go to practical. We'll understand it where we are going better. I will click on this and I will click on SQL Server, or I go to more. For the person who is looking for, who is using MySQL, click on database, you will see MySQL here. Can you see your MySQL database there? It's there.
Yes.
That's IBM, all those things are there. So if you're using Postgres SQL, it's the same thing. But we are using this one now. Now I'm selecting this. It will ask me something here. It's asking for the server name. Can you see the server name now? I now paste this name here. After database, it's asking for database. Remember, I have database, filter sales, DBO, I have filter sales, I have hotel booking, I have BMC. I can put it there, I can just, it's an optional. Then, down here, we have two options here. Can you see we have two options here? Import or direct query. When you click on import, it means you want to import the data from that SQL server to your Power BI. You want to import it. But if you click on direct query, it means we only want to connect with it. Data should be there, especially when you have a large volume of data. You have like what, like we have like 1 million rows or like 25 billion rows. You cannot import them to your database because it will slow down your Power BI. Number one. Number two, if you work in a company, they generate data on daily basis. Tomorrow, the data you connect will change. It means you have to go again and import another data tomorrow again. But if you use direct query, it will connect to that server. Anytime you refresh, it will update the information you have in that data in Power BI. Am I communicating at all?
Yes.
Let me
Yes.
Let me explain.
Yes, please.
We have our data inside here. Now, we want Power BI to work on this data. We have two options. Option one, we can import data from there into this place. Option one. Option two, we can just link with that data. That is called direct query. And the reason why we link with data is when we have a large volume of data. When you have a large volume of data, it will not be advisable to export data into Power BI. Are you getting me? Because it will slow down the system. That's number one challenge you have. Number two challenge is that since the company is operating, right? The data will be changing from day to day. And if you want to get the updated information, it means you have to go and import. If you import data last month, this month has changed again. You have to go and import another data again this month. Other month again, you will import another data again this month. But if you just connect, if you use direct query, you do it just to refresh. Just to refresh, it will go back to the database and update the information itself. Is that clear now? Now, so we are going to use direct query now and click OK. The first thing we're going to do now, we click OK. When you click OK, let's see what we get. So it's taking us to this place. So these are my databases. Can you see them? I cannot select filter cells now. This is the table I have there. I have this table. If you have small tables, you can view them like we did in Power BI and like we did in what do you call it? In PDF. So you can see that under the stage here, I have 27 tables there. So we now go ahead and check which table you want to analyze. In this case, I want to bring this table. This is the one we are connected to. User cells. I will click on load, either load or anyone you want to do. You can just click on it and you load it to the source. Is that clear? How to connect what to Power to SQL server? Second method is that imagine you also have 40 columns. You have 40 columns like this, and you don't need all the columns. You have different columns like this. You have like 40 columns. You don't need all the columns. Hello, are you with me? Assuming you have like 40 columns, but you don't need all the columns. Why do you need to import all the columns to Power BI? Are you getting me? Yes, if you import them to Power BI, what you do is you come here and you remove anyone you don't need, you can remove it. We are going to get to cleaning data. But there is a way you can also run the query. You can run the query yourself within SQL. Let me click on new query here. If you are not query SQL, don't worry about this for now. When we want to do SQL training, full training, you can join the SQL training then. Don't worry, we are going to do that as a very token, cheap money. So new query. Now, this data that I have here, I want to get it out. I will say, look at what I have here. Select, let me copy this thing I have here. Let me copy it. This is very simple. This is the way you write SQL query. Very simple query. Control C. I copy Control C. I come here and I will paste this. You know, this one was written by the system itself. I tell you to just I delete all this and I just put asterisk here. Asterisk. Select everything from this Peter cells. Then I will run it, execute. Okay. Okay. Put now. Select. Oh, sorry, there is top there. That top. Sorry. Okay. Select.
Please, let's have a conference this report later.
We have select asterisk. When you click on select, when you type select asterisk, it means that you want to select everything, all the columns. I want to select all the columns. That is what this asterisk means. Now I can now see that how many rows do I have? I have 48 rows, 40,620 rows. That's what I have in this data. Can see the number of rows I have. I have what? 48,620 rows. Now, and it took how many minutes to sort? So it took how many seconds? Completion time. That is just like 2 seconds. Let's go back to the result. But I don't want to export all these to Power BI. I can say, okay, just I want to select the order ID, user name. Like my network is giving time. Okay, are you with me, please? It's like my network is fluctuating. Hello.
Hi. You can hear you.
Yes, sir.
We are with you.
Now we want to extract data from here, but we don't need all the table. We don't need all the table. We only need some. Let me quickly show you how to write a short code, a short query. I need order ID. I will say select order ID. Order ID. I say select this, comma. Okay, let me just select this alone and run this execute. Can you see the order ID here? That is the only column I have now. I can say comma. I also need the user name. User name. I need the user name. Comma. That is true, right? I need quantity. I will say quantity. Comma. We are using query now to reduce the information we have. Then want to use unit price. No, the quantity and unit price, yes. Comma, unit price. Unit price. We only need like these 4 columns. Assuming we only need these 4 columns, and we execute. Bam. And we see that it has reduced what we have. Instead of using the asterisk, which is the what do you call it? White card character. We selected the column. Select. This is the common language. This is all language you're going to learn in SQL. Select anything like it. Select something from something. From this data set, this data is from this database from this. That is the meaning. Select this from this table. That is it. Now you can see what we have here now, right? Let's copy it. Let's copy this onto C. I'm copying this now. Let's go back to our Power BI. I want to connect to data again. Assuming I don't need all the data. I only need few of the data, right? So I will come here, my server name, right? Then I will come to advanced option here. Can you see it here? Under advanced option, I can write statement here. This query I wrote there. Let's use the query now and see what we have. Okay, database is what database? Visa sales, right? Visa sales. Then copy from there. This database. Let's see. Okay. This is called advanced option. I'll click on OK. Now we only have, can you see, we only have those things we have in the Power in the SQL. They are come here now. So we can now connect to Power BI. So those are two ways by which you can extract our data. You can either bring everything or you reduce it by just going to the one you need straight away. Instead of bringing everything, you just select the one you need and you bring them to Power Query Editor or Power BI directly. Madam Victoria, question.
Okay, sorry. Actually wants to know at what point are we supposed to use this SQL and the Power Query? That's number one. Then number two, must we connect the two, or is when the job relates to Power Query will start going to MySQL or SQL? Because I'm getting confused, kind of.
Okay, no problem. I will explain. When you want to work on data, somebody employ you as a data analyst, or you are working in a company, and they ask you to work on a data. What's the first question you ask the person? Madam Victoria,
Sir, please, can you recap? You said if they ask me to work on data.
You have been employed to work as a data analyst, and they want you to work on data. What's the first thing you will have there?
The package they use?
No, their data source.
Okay. You know the package. They want to give you Power BI. Is that Power BI? What's next?
The source of their data.
Not for the source of data. That is it. So the source will determine what you use to connect. If it's in Excel, use Excel. If it is SQL, just whatever the source is what you select. It's the source that will tell you what you will use to connect. Is that clear?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
So you must know, because nobody can tell you that go and be working on data without telling you where you're going to get data. Okay, where will I get data I want to use? Go and meet IT person. When you go to IT person, IT will say, okay, our data is in cloud. Our data is in SQL Server. Our data is this, our data is that. Is that clear? That is one where we are using this as an example on how to connect to our data. Okay, good. So we are connected
Mr. Kim, please. Sorry. Mr. Kim, yes. Sorry for interrupting. I noticed that your tables are already showing. Mine is not showing yet. I can't see anything displaying yet on the query table. I don't know if I missed this thing.
Did you have a server?
Okay, I've not pressed
You have
the
a
drop down. So I should go back to the drop down. So,
yes, advanced option. You see advanced option there. And then
okay.
you put your query. Whether you query you wrote, put it there. Then you click on
Okay.
Okay, good. So we are connected to all those servers. Then what happens when your data leaves a point? The data, remember our first data is my desktop, Abby. Our first data is in my desktop. What that we use, which is what do we call it? You remember this name?
Dirty something.
No, the one before the dirty something. That is the US Adidas sales. I want to rename it. I want to give it Adidas name. This is how to rename your query. Adidas sales. You can see that is the essence of naming. When you are writing, when you have queries in Power Query, please always name them very well. You can see that we are confused already without living within how many minutes. We don't know the query again. So we give it a good name. You can rename your query here by just right click and rename. And you can also name it from here. Can you see my top right? Under property, name. If I select this table now, this table here is what? 320, 141. You can come here and name it income statement. Statement, sorry. Statement. Is that clear? You can call this one, what do you call this one? Comprehensive, other comprehensive income. So that you don't confuse next time. Comprehensive. You can close something today. When you come back next week, you don't know what you have inside again. Other comprehensive income. Can you see? That is how to connect, how to rename your query, how to rename the query that you have. So, is that clear at that point? I will answer your question, Madam Alima. Do you understand how to rename this? Now, okay. Now, I'm going to explain something. Hold on, I will answer your question. Hold on, please. So, what we just did is how to rename query. Now, assuming somebody came to my system and they copy this thing from here, Ctrl X, and put it inside my download folder. Somebody came and put it inside my download. You know, it means that the location has changed, right? Wait here. My data used to be on desktop, but now no longer here. Or somebody came here and renamed this table. You know, it has changed. So when your data change, your data source change. I'm closing my SQL straight now. When your data source change, how do you fix that? How do you fix the changes in your data source? One, can you see something here? Can you see this option here? Data source settings. Can you see it? Data source what? Settings. Mr. Razak, can you hear me now? Are you back? You said you cannot hear. Mr. Razak.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I'm back.
Okay.
I can hear. Thank you, sir. Thanks.
So when you discover that the data source, okay, let me do something. Let me refresh. Let me refresh something now. This data here, I want to work on it. If I do anything here, can you see it's becoming telling me there is an error? Error has occurred. Error has occurred already now. Because when I want to know where the error comes from, I check all the steps and I can see that the error is from the source itself, from the top. These are the steps that I'm taking. This is where the error comes from source. How do we fix that problem? Just go to data source settings. This is the data we are looking for. We are having issue with this. Sorry, Adidas now. You can't find it again. Okay, this is it, right? This is it. I will click on this. Then I will change the source. No, my data is no longer on desktop. Where is it now? It is in my download. I will now come to change source here. Then browse the new location. New location is in download. Then I will come back here and select my Adidas. Adidas. Double G, right? What's that? Sorry. Adidas. Adidas. I think I think it here. I'll double T, right? Ah, where is it now? Okay, let's find it. Let me download. Let me look for it. Okay, let's find it first here. Before we go back there. See there. Sorry. Let me go back there and see composite. This is it, right? Again. Let me cut it again. And place it inside the test. Download again. Control V. Okay, this is it down here. Now let's go back and find it now. I'm looking for this inside my download because the location has changed. So it's down, 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 down. Adidas. This is it. So I will now, I've gone to relink this course again. You know, assuming I've worked for like 3 months on this thing, and somebody now moved the file from where it is. Instead of me to go and start again, I will just go and link this source again. We now tell him, okay, this is where the data is again. Don't worry yourself, and they will just close. So once we change that location and then we refresh, the problems go away. Now we can see that the error has gone. You can now see that the error has gone. So that is how to change data source. The same thing, as if somebody rename a database name, what you do, you just go back again and relink. You go and just click on change source and go and relink to the right new name. That is it. How you getting me? Just go and relink it to the right what? Put the new database name here and you click OK. It will connect back to the right data set. So we have a lot of databases that we can connect to, but now we are going to stop there. I want to connect to online SQL Server before, but we cannot be able to do that again here today. Now let's see how to connect to web. Let's see how to connect to web source. Let's quickly go online and look for something.
Hello?
Let's go. Hello, Wikipedia. Let's check any online source.
Hello, Latin.
Wikipedia.
Who mute so.
Muted. Now, I want to search for, can you give me something that you can search for online? Give us one data we can search for. Any word, any data we can want to search for. Data. Let's check for Wikipedia. Wikipedia. And what do you want us to check for Wikipedia? Any table. Okay, let's check for
financial.
Nigeria. Okay, Nigeria. What do you want to get in Nigeria?
Sensor. Maybe
Nigeria,
2020.
Nigeria population, okay. Nigeria population, okay. I think that's a good one. Nigeria population. Population. Let's start from that. Oh, population, okay. Let's see what we have there. Population, okay. I think I saw Nigeria there. Nigeria population. You can check anything online. Let's check this one. Anything online that any information you need. Once you get, what we need is to get information first. Let's see where we can, if you can see the table here. Okay, there's a table here. Population of this. Which one is this? Somebody is saying this. Okay, this is Nigeria population for year 1000 to year 2022. Okay, so therefore. So this is Nigeria population from that period to this period. Okay, let's copy this. Control C and go to Power BI. New source from here. If you are in Power BI, what instead of clicking on new source, if you are in Power BI, what are we going to click on? Madam Victoria, question for you. Here, I want to click on new source to get my data. But if I am inside Power BI, not Power Query, what will I click on? What will I click on?
Data.
Get data. God bless you. Madam Ade, are you there? Hello?
I didn't get that. Oh.
Madam Ade,
how will you click get data?
If you're in Power BI, you start with us?
Yes, I did.
In Power BI, what do you have there? In Power BI, what do you have there?
Okay. No, if you're in Power BI, yes, get data. But this one, he wants to copy it from.
But if you are in Power Query, we use what? We use
Additional new source.
Source.
So two of
new
them.
source.
So two of them, they do the same job. New source and get data. In Power Query, we have new source. In Power BI, we have what? Get data. Clear? Clear. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to get data from online.
Please, before you move on, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir, I think for my section, sir, I've actually, I don't know, I've missed this section of this Power Query. It has I've lost this. How do I come back to this Power Query if I've lost this page?
Okay, if you have lost the page, no problem. Go to your Power
Same
BI.
here, that's the question I wanted to ask before.
Go to your Power BI. Click on this pencil, transform data. Are you seeing this pencil? Here. Transform data. It will take you back to Power Query. Have you seen it?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen it, sir. Okay, sir.
Take you back to Power Query. Whatever you have in Power Query, it will take you back. Okay, great. Okay. What am I saying? We want to collect data from the online web, Abby. How do we connect data to online web? I click on new source. You can see web here. Click on web. Web. Click on web. It's connecting this. What is it asking for? URL. I will paste the URL here. Click on OK. But make sure that you've seen your data. You must have seen your data before you come here. Huh? think I will still show you this online something there. Okay, this is anonymous. We're going to leave it an anonymous. Since you are not the owner of the data, however. Use anonymous access for this web account. Connect the data. Let's see what we get here. No, it's a Wikipedia page. I'm sure we'll have a lot of tables on that page too. That page we have so many tables also, like here. Right. This table we have a lot of tables on this page. Can you see the table there? So when you now
sorry, excuse me, I have a question. Sorry. Please, how did you get the URL?
I just copied from here.
From the web.
Also, sir, please can you help us drop it on the chat so we can do the same from here?
Okay. I will do. Your wish is my command.
No, sir, we are still.
Hello, sir. I've dropped it in WhatsApp group. The link is there.
Hello, sir.
So any link you want to copy, make sure you first check the link online. You see the table. After you see the table on that page, you now go to Power BI to go and paste that link. Go ahead with your question.
Hello, is it me you are talking to, sir?
Yes.
Honestly, sir, I've been following this thing right from the beginning, but my challenge is that honestly, I am dumbfounded. I don't know anything about what you are saying. We are new here, and honestly, I'm enjoying the class, but I don't know where I'm going. I just pray that at the end of the day, something comes up for me because I'm confused now. Thank you, sir.
Hello. What's your profession?
Sir?
What's your profession?
What's
your profession?
Okay, I'm a researcher. I'm a scientist researcher. I do paper publication.
As a researcher, you have information to work on. For example, you want to work on Nigerian population from so year to so year.
Okay.
When you get the data, how do you turn it? If you look at this Wikipedia page, look at this page. You can see.
I'm looking at it.
This information, we have used this information to create this, to explain how something is going up, how something is coming down, how this is this. Are you getting me? Can you see different charts that are created? Can you see all these charts that are created? All these charts are explaining something. You agree with me? It's explaining something. This one is talking about Nigerian infant mortality. It has been going down. Can you see? It has been going down up to near zero now, right? Look at this one. What is this saying? Nigerian population. You too can create all these things with data. That's what we are learning in this part.
Okay.
All you data, they ask Nigerian, they give you Nigerian information. This data we are getting. They tell you to go and do research on this thing and come up with reports. How do you get the data you want to use? You have to go online to go and research. These are data you get online. Now use all the data you are going to use them to create the similarity of what they did there and explain the data, what is happening there. Is that clear? So to get to that, to get your data from somewhere. So how do we get data from different sources? Data can be anywhere. It can be on Excel. It can be on the web, like what we are doing now. Is it clear now?
Yes, thank
what
you,
we are
sir.
doing now, getting it from the web now. Getting from the web now. So this is what we are doing is from the web. And it is another example of how to get your data. So you now look for data, the exact data you are looking for. The exact data you are looking for, you check it, check all these take one by one to see the exact one you are looking for. Once you get the one you are looking for, what do? You either click on OK, transform, load, and all those options you have there. So you check the one you are looking for. If you need more than one, the one you need, you can copy them. Okay, let's say I want to use this data. I will select this box and I will click OK.
Mr. Akin, please, are we clicking on basic or advanced?
No, just basic. Basic is okay. Just basic. You are not doing any advanced. The URL, and you make sure it's anonymous. So okay, you can see that you can see data now. Data is now here now from the web. Can you see the data now? So if you want to do any magic now on this data, you want to show the world how good you have. You want to explain natural change per year, CBR, CDR, NC, IFR, all these columns. You want to show people that you know what you are doing. You want to use life birth per year, population per year, death per year, everything per year. You want to explain this in your research, right? This is where you get data first. After getting data, then you can now start performing what? The magic. This is between what year and what year? This is between 1950 and 2023. The CBR equals to crude birth rate per annum per year. CBR crude birth rate per kilogram. So you can see all those things. So you can go online again to go and read the meaning and do all those things. So that is a way by which we can also connect to what? Let me rename this one. So the Nigerian what? Nigeria demography. I don't know the name of this table.
Mr. Akin, sorry, I missed you for a bit.
You watch me on recording. You watch me on recording. Okay, go ahead. Your question.
So the Nigeria demography, how you moved it into Power Query? I think you copied
I just copy and paste. Yes. I go
you
to
copied
source.
from the where did
from
you
the web.
Okay.
I copy from
Okay,
here.
new source.
From here. I copy from here. Then I go to new source. So I click on new source. And I click on web. Can you see? I click on web and I paste the link here. I'm telling Fabia to go to this website to go and get me the table. And when he came back, he came with all table on that page. Are you getting me? So I don't need all the table. Then you cannot select the tables you want to work with. No, you are the one doing analysis. You are the one doing research. You are the one doing report. You must know the table you need for your report. You now go there and pick them one by one. All tables that will help you, that will help your research, you go there and picking them one after the other, after the other, after the other. But what the purpose of this class is just to show you how to get data from that source. Is that clear?
Yes, thank you.
Welcome. So that is how to get all those data in. So I don't need it again. Don't need it again. Now, let's quickly round up this class. We've think we've done a lot. So let's quickly get across this and see if there are other information that needs to pass across there. So I explain this that sometimes when you are importing data from SQL and there's need for you to reduce what you have, you can create an SQL query to do what? To reduce what you have instead of bringing everything into Power Query. This is what we use under what? Advanced option. Remember? We did that. Then we move to the next one where we talk about dynamic report. We're going to learn this better when we get to training. Sometimes you can create a parameter to make your data interactive. So we are going to learn this later. Then, for example, if you look at this one here, look at something here. You need a parameter. I want to explain parameter here. Here, we said select ID name, sales amount from sales table, where the sales amount is greater than 1,000. It means we don't want anything less than 1,000, right? That is what this is called SQL query. But sometimes you can add a parameter whereby it's okay, where this person is this. So that many people can change this person. If we can change the name to Akim, they can also change the name. Okay, what about Festus? What about Mustafa? What about this? So it means that they can change something there to see the effect on the report. That is where the parameter comes to play. Okay, then no SQL. This is another database. The another database, online database, which you can also connect to. This NoSQL database is different from MySQL because MySQL is a relational database. Why this one is we are not in database class, but it's just this is we call it non-relational database system. It's not relational database. So no SQL database, and that database on its own. Example, we have SQL Azure Cosmos. This is an example of this SQL database. So somebody can give you this database. This one is the cloud base. This database, Azure, is a cloud base. A minute, please. Azure database, the cloud base, the cloud base. Sorry. I want to please show you something here. We will now open it. I just want to just show you. This is a database. This is a cloud database, Azure. This one is the database that is in the cloud. You know the one I did here there. The SQL server is on my desktop. We also have Azure database. Azure, you have Azure database Cosmos. This is no SQL database. This one is no SQL. This is the SQL server. All this one they are in cloud. Are you getting me? All this one are what? They are in cloud. So sometimes you can need to get data from them also. Once you have access to them, you know how to get data from them. For example, if you look at this one now, it only asks for the SQL name, server name. This is my server name. Remember, in my SQL earlier, I copy my server name when I want to go to Power BI. You remember? This one also you have to copy your SQL server and the server name and take it to what? Take it to the SQL server. More. Then you click on Azure. Because it's a cloud base now, as an Azure platform, come to Azure and click on Azure. So the essence of this is that just know where your data is. Just know where your data is. Then come and tell Power BI, this is the source of my data. Power BI will find a way to connect by itself. I get it. So I'm clicking on OK now. It's checking it that PMC tutors database online. It will ask some question from me. Then I can see that this is the server that's connected to it. I cannot open this for now. Okay, cannot open this for now. Okay, so let me just close this. So it will take you to the page where you're going to connect with your data right there. Okay, so that is the sample of no SQL database. Is that of what? That Azure Cosmos that I just show you now. This Azure Cosmos. The sample, this one. This is one example of no SQL database. Then we have a file called JSON file. This file, this another file, JSON file. I will send it to you in WhatsApp group. I want you to connect it yourself. I will not do that in the class. Connect to JSON file. That will be one of your assignments in this class. JSON file. How do you connect to it? So that is an assignment for you. Then online service, SharePoint.
Hello, sir. Please come again for the assignment.
I will send it to your group. No worry. So we have a SharePoint here. We have a OneDrive. It means from your OneDrive file, from your OneDrive, you can also copy file and take it to what? To Power BI. Are you getting me? From your SharePoint, if you are using Office 365, Office 365, if you are using 365, like this, sorry, if you are using 365, you should have copy something here before. Copy this, okay. From here, you can see file here. You go to your file and go to home of Office 365. Then you should have that. So you can see your SharePoint. Anything you share from your OneDrive, from 365 app, it will be from your SharePoint. Okay, for example, now, where's my OneDrive? This is my OneDrive. My OneDrive here. If you are using ordinary Microsoft, you have OneDrive too. If I want to copy something from this file now, from here, it will be OneDrive. So I want to copy something from here. If I want to copy something from here, this is what? Look at the address. Look at the address it's going to copy for me. Copy this. Okay, I will not open it because I don't know what is there. Might be confidential. Can see? So Braum Concept dash my SharePoint.com. So because that is where my location is for now. I'll just copy this and go and place it inside what? Inside the Power BI. If you use ordinary OneCloud or Google Drive, you can copy your data from that place also and take it to what? Power BI. If you use Dynamic 365, you can get your link and take it to what? Power BI. You want to use Google Analytics or Facebook Analytics, you can copy your purchase or your marketing whatsoever. Take it to what? Power BI. Just any online link. Just copy your URL and take it to what? Power BI. That is it. Then the storage mode. I've explained this one. Import mode. I've explained direct query. Sometimes you can also have dual thing. The dual means that if you look at our data here, some of this data we import there, like this Adidas was imported, this was imported, but this was connected. This was direct query. So when you have the mixture of import and direct, we call it dual mode or dual query, whatever. Is that clear? So in this case we have the two together. We've connected. We have some data from flat file, which is imported. We have some from just the connection, which is direct query. That is the meaning of the dual mode of data. You can also change the data source. You can change the mode, but when we get there, I will explain how mode is changing, how you can change the mode. Then let's go back again. Then what again? You have Azure Analytics. So this is also an online. Azure Analysis Services. When you are copying something from Azure, the benefit of Azure, Azure also use the same DAX. It use the same tabular model like Power BI, and it makes life easier for you. It's a cloud-based, and it uses them DAX, but they are from the same person. Microsoft is the owner of Azure. Microsoft is the owner of Power BI. So it makes some job much easier for you when you are working with Azure Analysis. That is online based. Then optimization. When you are bringing your data, you can have some issues. So how do you identify them? The performance analyzer, all those ones are done in Power BI. And do that in Power BI, not here in Power BI, but when we get to Power BI, we will learn how to do that. Then query folding, that is when you are converting to native SQL query at the source or input performance, like the query we pasted earlier into the Power BI to reduce what we have there. So then some of the errors we can likely find. Query timeout. When and slow down query timeout. So solution is to put fewer columns and fewer rows. You can use SQL grouping like the one we did to reduce data, and then you can optimize query structure. The query you are bringing data from. Then if you cannot find data, what do? You look for, you cannot find any data from that table. No problem. If
I can't hear yours. Is it my
format your data? Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. When you have this kind of challenge, you couldn't find any data on the table. This one usually happens with Excel or CSV file. What do? You just go there and format the table at the table in Excel. In CSV, the table cannot work. Just will have to work with that. So in Excel, you format the table, use Control T, and once you have it okay, you go back to what? The Power BI. Then what is again here? Under common error, couldn't find file. I've explained that also. What do? You find a new source, go and locate the new file, the new location, and give it to what? Power BI. Data type error. You can have data type error. This one we're going to learn that as we move ahead in the class. We see how to handle data type error. Okay, that is inside Power Query. This is when you have Power Query, but in the Power BI, I will explain that. So, in summary, we've seen how Power BI can be connected to various sources, and you can see the import mode. Sometimes you have to use import mode. Sometimes you use what? You use direct query. So direct Power Query is for transformation. It's not transform anything. We are going to transform data from network. And you can use SQL query to reduce data loading and the parameters to enable dynamic report, query coding, and common error. So I think it's already one. So we've come to the end of this class. Next week, we are going to start cleaning data. We're going to see how to start cleaning our data. I will send the module to you before the class so that you can watch the module. Please, this class is a complete virtual class. So if you are not active, we will remove you in the group. Everybody must be active. You must show what you have done. You want to be seen whatever you are doing, both on WhatsApp group and on LinkedIn. Show yourself. Don't hide anything you are doing. You must be able to show what you are doing in public, and it has value to you. People who are putting out content, they are not better than you and me. They give so many content out there that we consume on a daily basis. You can also have your own. Put your voice out. Let people see you as an authority or as somebody who has other tech skills apart from the whole debit and credit alone or whatsoever. So before we close the class, I want us to ask one or two questions. Sorry that we didn't have even break today. That's very unusual. 60 hours without break. That's serious. So sorry. I know by now some people must have the leg must have been paining some people. So sorry about that.
No, the class is interesting.
Abakar, is that your question, please? Let's quickly ask our question within 5 minutes so that we can engage people. Go ahead, Mr. Abakar.
So yeah, firstly, I would like to appreciate your efforts. I would really appreciate. Thank you so much. So my question is on when you are talking about the change source data. If, for example, we already have something on our desktop and then maybe somebody mistakenly deleted it or changed the file name, so that we have to. Sir?
Yes, go ahead. I'm taking you. Go ahead.
So that. Okay. So that we have to rename. We have to rename the file and all that. So my question is that for data security, how can we ensure that something like that will not happen? Maybe by embedding the data in the Power Query so that nobody will be able to even locate where the file is. Is it possible to do that, on the Power BI. So that is one. Secondly, I would like to know the actual difference between Power BI and Power Query. So do they have any difference, or does it mean that there are some things that you can do with Power Query that you cannot do with Power BI? So what actually are the difference between the two? Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So the first thing on data security, data like Excel does not have any security unless maybe it's passworded, but to change location of file in Excel, I don't know how you're going to change that. Nobody can change location. And one thing about the Power BI does not really upload your data. It connects with data in most cases. Are you getting me? It's connection. So what you do is make your system secure, or maybe you put your data in your own Google Drive so you can connect with it in your drive, unless the person has access to your Google Drive. That's when they can change the location. But any file on the desktop, if your computer if somebody can access the computer, they can always copy something and change the location. That is on that. So number two, for the difference between Power Query and Power BI. Power BI is a tool that we want to use for analysis. Power Query is like intermediary between your data and the Power BI, whereby you have one or two things to remove or add with your data. That is what we are going to learn next week, Power Query. Because you have Power Query not in only Power BI, you also have Power Query in Excel. If you use Excel 2016 and above, 2016, 2019, 2021, or Excel 365, we also have Power Query there. Are you getting it? So Power Query is the intermediary between your data and the Power Pivot or Excel. When you come to data here, can you see something here? Get data. Can you see get and transform data here? This one is taking you to Power Query from CSV, from Excel, from this thing you see here. Can you see that it's similar to what we have in Power BI? Can you see? Can you see this? From your Excel,
yes,
it take you to what? It take you to Power Query. Let me show you. So Power Query is an intermediary between your data and the tools you want to use for analysis. Yeah, that is what Power BI, that is Power Query does. We use it to clean data because it's easier to clean data. All those data you are cleaning there in Power Query, you can also clean them in Excel or clean them in Power BI. But if you use 30 minutes to clean data in Power BI, you will use 10 minutes to clean in Power Query. Is that clear now? So Power Query is basically, can you see the interface that it looks like the one we have in Excel, in Power BI? This is Power Query. This is Excel Power Query. And if you click on transform data, can you see Power Query opening in Excel? This is Power Query in Excel. Can you see? Is it not the same thing? Is it not the same as the one we have in Excel and Power BI? Hello? Am I clear on mine?
yeah, it's the same thing.
Yes, it is, sir. It is, sir.
Okay, so Power Query does not have house. It's just an intermediary between your data and the load. You can say, I'm done. Load here again. Close and load. It will load it to Excel. Its job has finished. So any magic you want to perform, the magic you do it in Excel Power Pivot or Excel or using Power BI. Its own is just to help you make sure your data is good for use. That is it. Another question? This is last question for today. All other questions will go to WhatsApp group. Your question, please.
Good afternoon, sir. And I want to appreciate you for this class. I'm grateful. So I want to ask, is it possible for us to use QuickBook, like details like our work on QuickBook? Can we use it on Power BI as well?
Power BI, that it doesn't connect to QuickBook directly unless you export your data. Unless you export the data to, sorry, please, unless you export your data to either Excel or either maybe cloud-based or something like that. But let's check. You know, every day they update something. Let's quickly check something. If there is, let's check orders there. Because you know, now we now have QuickBooks Online. We have all those online. You can just check. You can just browse and check if there is an online tool from QuickBooks that connects to Power BI. But for now, I don't think there's anything like that now. Are you getting me? Okay, you can see. You can connect to Zoho Creator now. Zoho can now connect to QuickBooks. So, to Power BI. I don't know. I don't see any QuickBooks or Sage or anything yet. Let's search. Okay, SAP. We have SAP Business Warehouse, this and that. See, so that's that. And QuickBooks. I don't know. QuickBooks. See, we have it there. QuickBooks Online. I know the online tools can now connect. So I think it's in a better mode. It's not completed yet. It's in a better mode, but I think very soon it will connect to it. I think I've answered your question. But
Yes, sir.
I said that is the last question. Last question. Every other question will go to WhatsApp group. We spent 3 hours plus there. Let's call it a day. Are you okay?
Sir, I want to ask question.
Yes, thank you so
quick
much.
one. Sorry.
Okay, let's give her the option. Let's give her opportunity. Maybe all of us can benefit.
Thank you so much for this impactful training. We really appreciate it. I want to ask you mentions of changing of the data source, you mentioned of where the data source is before we put it in the Power Query. If the data source change, does that mean it will delete it on the Power Query or it will still be there?
It's still there, but it will be showing you error. For example, if you uploaded data into Power BI, your figure may not work properly again. It is that something is wrong somewhere. When you click on something that is supposed to interact, but because it cannot find the data again. Are you getting me? So once it cannot find the data again, it will become something very serious, or it will be giving you the right answer you're supposed to get again. Then you know that, or it can be showing error because the data source that you say, okay, calculate total sales, but it can't find the total sales column again. What will you get the total sales? Error. Are you getting me? So in that case, you have to go back and link to the right new source. It's going to give you error. But if you don't do any refresh, if you don't do any new thing, it will be there. It will be there, nothing will change it. But the day you want to interact with it, that's when you know that there's something that's missing. Because you have to go to that place to go and check the information if the information is still up to date.
Okay, thank you so very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank everyone for this class. I hope we meet next week. Let's use this 1 week to be very active in the group, and we want everybody to be very active. That's what we want, active, and want you to show whatever you are doing. Don't hide anything. If you have any question, ask question. If you have any challenge, ask question. This 1 month is enough for you to build a very new skill and a very good new and professional skill. Thank you very much for your time. Goodbye.
Thank you, Mr. Akim.
Thank you, Mr.